And so the first principle we want to take a look at is the principle of identity, because it's that upon which all the other principles are founded. Now, the principle of identity is this, that a thing is what it is. Let me say that again. A thing is what it is. Now, it sounds like a tautology, which basically means that the subject and the predicate seem to be the same. But this is an important principle that is actually being denied even today. Let me give you a couple of examples. And this is how we actually know as human beings, those who have use of right reason, actually know, or just rational, actually know that some of the things we see on TV are false because of the fact that it violates the principle of identity. For example, you will see a news reporter standing there with, in the background, the buildings is in flames, and they'll tell us that this is mostly a peaceful protest. Well, that's not what that is. If a thing is what it is, well, that thing that we're viewing is not a peaceful protest. It's actually pretty violent. The fact that you see the building in flames, that it's been burnt, they burned it down, or that you see mobs trying to break into places or things of this sort. So it's not mostly peaceful. Another way that you'll see it has to do with, and this is a very common thing, that this is one of the ways that we know that that some people are actually trying to erode the rational fabric of society because of the fact that they will tell us things like this. They'll show a picture of a man who's put makeup on, has a wig, and then they'll say because he now identifies as a she, he is now a woman. That's not what he is. A thing is what he is. This man is a man dressed up and might think he's a woman, but that's all it boils down to. He's still a man. And this is something which is very key, which is why the principle of identity is so important. Without it, then the whole basis of society, the whole basis of our knowledge, the basis of our communication with each other folds and crumbles. And this is one of the reasons why when you watch the news media and they're constantly telling you something is other than it actually is, that tells you they're violating the principle of identity. Now, one of the principal ways that we do know that the principle of identity is being violated is that we have certitude, what we call physical certitude. When I see something, then I know for certain that, for example, if I see that my car is white, well, then I know for certain that the car is white because I see it. I just look at it, right? Well, then what happens is over the course of time, people, once they start using the use of reason, they can actually begin to think that a thing isn't what it is, that a man is actually a woman, and things of that sort. In fact, just the phrase a man is a woman is actually contradictory. They would say, well, it's not a man anymore, it's a woman. No, it's still a guy. He's still a man. He's just dressed up that way and talking like a woman. It doesn't make him a woman. And so always remember that principle, that when you see those kinds of things going on in the mainstream news media or in any other kind of media, that it's simply a violation of the principle of identity.